My name's Jane Armytage. I'm from Athena Professional, one half of Athena Professional. My background's predominantly in HR, although towards the latter stages I moved more into coaching and organisation design and the people strategy side of things. At Athena Professional we do people strategy and professional development, and the award that we won last night was for excellence in development, and the case study that it was based on was our graduate scheme at our client City and Country.
Perfect, thank you very much. So can you give me sort of a very brief summary of what was involved in that case study and what sort of the solution was that you provided for City and Country?
Yeah, the City and Country were growing quite rapidly, and they're quite a niche company. They're a heritage property developer, so they buy listed buildings without planning permission and get planning, and then they manage the project to turn it into high-end apartments. And they were finding that they needed to grow their own talent rather than recruiting in at more senior levels, because experience in different types of house builders or construction companies didn't really apply, and some of the skills weren't so transferable, so they wanted to grow their own. So we started off designing a graduate program for them back in 2014. The case study that we actually submitted for the award was our second cohort of graduates, which started in 2015. It's a 2-year program, and it's a blended learning program, which incorporates lots of different types of delivery. So we used experiential workshops with actors, or with team building events, or Lumina, or various experiential workshops. And to support that, we use an online platform, which is a social learning platform, whereby we curate information, some of which we make ourselves, some of which we curate from the internet, and ask provocative questions for them to answer, and then they can discuss within the group. There's a bit of a gamification in there as well. So in addition to the workshops and the online, we also coach them so that we could actually bring down the learning to an individual level so that they could really get what they needed from the learning. Lumina is the core to the whole program. So whether we're talking about self-awareness, whether we're talking about working as part of a team, whether we're talking about their relationships with customers or within the business, we always relate it back to Lumina in one way or another. So we've got the workshops, we've got the online, we've got the coaching. We also, the graduates also do projects. They do placements where they have to go around and learn on the job in different departments. And so it's a whole blended learning program that we put together, and it culminates when they've finished their projects with presentations to the board. So we cover off presentation skills and making sure that they are more visible in the organisation and actually have an opportunity to sell themselves and make sure the organisation knows what they're about.
Perfect, thank you very much. That's very nice and comprehensive. So having just won an award, do you have any tips for practitioners who might be applying for future Lumina Learning Excellence Awards? Having just won an award, the tips that I would give people for the future to apply for awards is have a go, because the process itself in putting together a submission is really valuable learning for you in terms of what you've done well, what perhaps you might do better next time. So whether you win or not, the process itself is really valuable to you as a business to improve your learning and development practice.